Again, it's a pleasure being on the show.
Thank you.
My beginnings started on the island of Jamaica. I was born to parents who were unschooled. They couldn't read and write. We came up very poor, and I repeated the 10th grade in high school, got suspended 3 times, expelled once, was kicked out of high school pretty much. But I had a mother, amazing parents, and a mother who decided that she was going to ask the principal to give me another chance, which she did, and the principal gave me another chance. That changed my life for the better. And I since decided I was going to help change other people's lives. And consequently, I've made my journey through academia, through various professions. And here I am today, just living the dream.
Wow, what a blessing. So how long have you been in Canada?
I came to Canada in 2003.
Okay, so relatively recently.
Yeah,
right?
not too long.
Yeah, not that long ago. And that's wonderful. So how is it that you got into this, coaching and sort of helping folks maximize their potential? How did that come about for you? What?
I started as a pastor in Jamaica. I spent 11 years in pastoral ministry.
Okay.
And I experienced a certain amount of challenge when it comes on to helping people with their own issues.
Okay.
And that challenge led me to pursue a master's degree in psychology, counseling psychology.
Okay.
And while I was practicing psychology, I had a supervisor who recommended that I pursue a program in coaching because she thought that my experience was a little different and that I could add something extra to people's lives. And consequently, I decided to explore that option, and I liked it.
Yes.
I really liked it, and I found that coaching helps to propel people forward in their lives professionally and in other areas. And so I've decided to get myself certified, and here I am today, just doing just that.
So what does that coaching sort of entail? What is that?
Yeah. Well, counseling looks back into the past on the issues that people have been grappling with as it relates to their struggles and their pain, while coaching looks forward on how to make somebody's lives much better than where they are.
Okay.
So it's like creating goals and creating strategies to move forward and being a better person.
Oh, okay. You know, in pastoral ministry, you do find it's interesting that so much of the hurt in the past impacts, someone's life today. So you then would sit down with someone. Do you help them establish those goals? Do they already come with goals, or do you do a little bit of both?
It's a little bit of both. The professional coaching is borrowed from the sporting world, sporting context. So there are people who are already doing pretty well, and they want to be held accountable.
Right.
And so we use questions, powerful questions, to help to create a certain amount of introspection and get people to think about where they are, create an awareness as to where they are, where they'd like to be, and how to get there.
Okay. So you're sort of defining that gap. Here's where you are right now.
Correct.
Here's where you'd like to be.
Right.
Here's the gap.
Yeah.
And then you help them formulate strategies. Now, do you find that some people are, I don't know what the word is, more coachable than others? And what makes someone sort of more coachable?
Well, people who are motivated, they come and they come hungry. It's almost like there is a place of pain where they are, and there's a place of pleasure where they want to be. So the people who are most coachable are the ones who are saying, you know what, I don't like where I'm at currently. I want to achieve more. I want to be more. I can do more. Those are the people that are more coachable.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think we see that. I think sometimes we recognize that potential in individuals, but sometimes before they actually recognize it, in themselves. I mean, we all come across people that we look and we say, man, you have, so much potential,
right,
and you're not maximizing that. Is there anything that for someone who maybe doesn't have that motivation yet, is there anything you can do or you can help them with?
Yeah, so the using questions, powerful questions, to explore a person's potential. Like when I was in high school, after I was expelled, and the principal gave me a fourth chance, and I started to evaluate, and I started thinking about myself. I started to say, okay, I didn't believe in myself, but somebody else believed in me. Somebody else saw something in me.
Right.
And that sparked something in me.
Right.
And then I started to explore that. And then that took me on a new path. There may be people who have not yet seen their true potential, but they have an idea.
Right.
Sometimes it's good to show them how they've been succeeding in other areas of their lives, and consequently say, if you're doing well in this particular area, could it be that you can do much better?
Interesting. Now, I found it fascinating you said it's through asking questions. In a previous life, you know, I spent many years as a consultant.
Yeah.
And we talked a lot about shifting people's perceptions of things. And interestingly enough, it was through the art of asking insightful questions.
Yeah.
The ability to cause people to see things differently. So I'm comforted in knowing that you as an expert are saying that it's questions.
Right.
Now, so you've been doing this now, I mean, how long? I mean,
I have been doing counseling for about 15 years.
wow.
But I've been in coaching for about five to 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, of those 15, yeah.
So, okay. So, I mean, if the questions get too personal, you can just disregard them and just, but.
Sure.
So is there something that that you believe, you know, right now, maybe you didn't believe, you know, in the past, or is there something that you believed in the past that you don't necessarily believe now as it entails the work that you do?
There used to be a time when I was of the view that some people's abilities were kind of carved in stone, and that people could not potentially, their abilities could not be developed. Like people who had high IQs. I used to believe that there were people who were smarter than others, and consequently, the ones who were not as smart could not be as smart as the others who were smart.
Okay.
I call that, well, that is referred to as a fixed mindset. And however, I have kind of switched from that to what is called a growth mindset, which means that individuals, if they apply themselves, they work hard, if they change their belief system, the way they think, they can pretty much accomplish anything they want. So that has been a shift in my own mindset as it relates to how I view people and how people ought to view themselves.
So where you are today that doesn't have to be your end point, right?
No. Where you currently are is not where you're always going to be.
Going to be, yeah.